Alright, so AI and just making money with AI is just getting easier and easier as the day go on. And in this video, I'm gonna be using AI and AI art to show you how to do something that I've already made $400 with, 100 yesterday, 300 today. And of course, y'all know how I do. I'm gonna walk you through it step by step. But before we do that, what's up? My name is Rico. I make a video every day about how to make money online. Hey, look, I need you to comment your city and state on this video. I'm trying to make a map that shows me everywhere I've touched within the last year. And if I give you some value by the end of this video, please hit your boy with a subscribe. If you know me or have watched me long enough, then you're familiar with my graphic design background. And there's something called motion art that generally takes a long time to do because you gotta build the image out and then you've gotta add the video effects to it. And people pay good money for that. I've already been able to sell 4 of them. Now remember what I always tell y'all, right? ChatGPT AI isn't gonna do the work for us, but it is gonna make it a lot more efficient and make you almost superhuman. So enough of that, let's jump on the computer. All right, and so we are on ChatGPT. We're gonna be using Midjourney AI or midjourney.com, right? But first, we're gonna go to ChatGPT because ChatGPT, the way that Midjourney works is it is text-based, right? That means it generates images based off of prompt. So I'm gonna come over here, and before we get into that, I'm gonna show you what we're about to create. So stuff like this, right? To where there's an image, but it moves, right? And a lot of artists, a lot of rappers are interested in this. Not just rappers, just artists, period, because what they can do is put their song behind it, and that's a good way to promo. But even stuff like this, right? Or even stuff like this, right? Just motion covers images that move, right? So boom, we're gonna jump into building one, right? So we're gonna come over here to ChatGPT and we're gonna go new chat. So we're gonna ask it, are you familiar with Midjourney AI and what it does? And then of course ChatGPT likes to play dumb, and so I'm gonna paste in the description so that it does not play dumb anymore. Because what I want ChatGPT to do, just to give you an understanding, is if you see how Midjourney works, it works off of prompts. Like if you've watched any of my old videos about this subject, then you know that it uses text to gain these prompts, right? So the better you can write it out, the better the return on your image is going to be, right? So now based off of this, you see ChatGPT all of a sudden has all the information about Midjourney. So what we're going to do is simple, right? If you watched one of my previous videos about this, once again, you've seen I made a whole mixtape cover called Lamborghini Dreams. And I'm gonna kind of stick with that concept, right? But however, I'm gonna make it a motion cover. So what I'm gonna do is say, can you help me create a prompt for Midjourney? I want it to be a Lamborghini. I want it to be in front of a mansion. However, I want the sky to be a chaos sky. And let's see what it brings back. All right, so we're gonna take that, we're gonna copy it in, and we're gonna type in our prompt, imagine, and then enter that in. Okay, boom. And it brought us back some good stuff, right? So now I'm gonna take this first image up here, and I want it to render. And in the meantime, I'm gonna open 2 programs that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna open up Photoshop, and I'm gonna open up, and actually I'm gonna do them one by one, just so you don't get confused. All right, and so it gave me the picture I wanted, so I'm gonna just save that image. I'm gonna save that. All right, so now y'all see I have Photoshop open. You see that the last thing I was working on was one of my thumbnails. So I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna right click this, and I'm gonna open this image in Photoshop, right? So with the process that I'm gonna do in Photoshop, and I'm gonna explain this, and this is probably why you're gonna need to use Photoshop or just another advanced photo editor, just because, right? Because what we're gonna do, the way we're gonna make this motion is we're gonna make this sky kind of move, right? We're gonna make this sky move, and then we might even do something with these headlights. All right, so in order to do that, what we have to do is kind of isolate and make certain parts transparent, because I'm gonna go ahead and spill the beans. We're gonna put a video behind this image and then video on top of this image, right? So first we have to kind of isolate it. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna mask out this tree, and mind you, it does not have to be perfect at all, and I might skip past this part. So now that I have that done, I'm gonna create a mask, and I'm gonna select the gradient tool over here from the mask, and I'm gonna hit Command Enter to make that selection. But then I'm gonna invert it since it has that selected by clicking Shift Command I, and then what I'm gonna come drag down to here, right? And what I'm gonna do also, put a layer under here so that I can kind of see what's happening in the background, right? Okay, boom. And I'm gonna do this wild, crazy color so that we can know every pixel that's being shown. Okay, so from up here to here. So now there's two ways you could do this, right? That was the first part, just getting that sky isolated. We're gonna do a title as well, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on it just for the sake of this video. And we're gonna call this Lambo Dreams as well. And we're gonna use a crazy mixtape font. It's the font we used last time. And then of course, our parental advisory. And it's important that you name these layers too, because when we pull it into the next program, it's gonna be named. Delete this, right? And then you're gonna simply save this as a PSD, right? And then we're gonna close out Photoshop for now. We're gonna be using Adobe After Effects, right? So I always preach to get the Adobe suite. We're going to be using After Effects, which is once you get the hang of one of these Adobe programs, they all kind of work the same. They're all layer based, and whatever you do on each layer is what happens, right? So then I'm going to come over here to the internet, right? Because we got to get the videos that we're going to use for these backgrounds, right? So I'm going to see if I can do Thunder Sky. Now I need something with just the sky. Let me see. I like that one. It don't have no thunder though. I like that one, and I'll even try lightning. Okay, so we're in After Effects. We found some videos that we liked. We're gonna come over here, File, and then we're gonna import a file. And then we're gonna come over here to our folder, wherever you might have saved that, PSD, and you're gonna just import that in, right? So we're gonna import that in as composition, retain layer styles or sizes, and then boom, this is what we have. Right? So the first thing you're gonna do is import your videos in, right? We only want this composition to be about 15 seconds long anyway. Boom. So we're gonna clip that, and then we're gonna drag this in to the bottom, right? And so now you kind of see already we got some motion, right? Now I think I want to change that red. So I'm gonna come over here to hue and saturation, and I'm gonna drag it to this clip, and then I'm gonna adjust this until it shows red. Boom. So now I have that, right? And I might even take some saturation out of it because it's a little too red. So I might do it right there to where it kind of matches up and it looks right? So now, boom, we've already got some motion. Let's say we want to animate this title, right? Let's put it back where it was. There's several ways you can do that. There are in-depth After Effects tutorials. However, I'm just going to do something simple. I'm going to use the animation composer. I'm gonna go start a preset, and I just want the title to kind of fade in, right? So it's gonna start like this, and then it's gonna come in. Start like that, then come in. Now, I also came in here and added like a glow layer for these headlights. So I added this glow layer to the headlights, and this is what we got now, right? So you kind of see the headlights working there, which could be fixed, but in the scope of things, bro, just to make a motion cover, this probably I could probably make 10 of these a day, bro. And so, you know, put these out, post these on your Instagram, bro, and I promise you, especially if you can offer them at a cheaper rate than what most people do, you should have no problem having success. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Rico gang, I love y'all. Let's get it.